July is coming to a close. The days here seem as though they couldn't possibly get any hotter. And the earth is bursting with more life than ever. Each year as the seasons turn, I always feel as though it's my first time witnessing such a change. It's funny how nature's shifts still seem to take me by surprise like this, despite watching its wheel turn my entire life. There's just something about the barrenness of winter and the contrasting abundance of summer. That each year brings amazement to me. The shift between the two is extraordinary. Its beauty is thrilling. And each year it somehow still feels novel. My days during the peak of this season have become very busy as per usual. I filled as many as possible with crafts of the season, drawing the many flowers that jumped into bloom, experimenting with new creations and ideas, finalizing some old crafts, and finding my way back to my favorite crafts of this time, such as baking and jam making. And through it all, I've been building my stores for the winter months. While I wish to never live without contrasting seasons, the winter months here can become a bit long. So taking the time now to build stores of herbs and preserves to get me through the darker days of the seasons to come is an essential part of my summers. Especially now as we're entering berry season. My mother recently picked gallons and gallons of fresh blueberries and was kind enough to drop some off for me to make into a jam. They were delicious on their own, perfectly ripe and sun-warmed, but she gave me far too many to keep fresh. Thus, the jam. Jam is one of my favorite ways to preserve fruit for winter. Making it reminds me of the summers spent with my grandma at the cabin here. Not to mention the many different ways to enjoy it. I love adding jam to baked goods like thumbprint cookies and hand pies. And it's always a welcome addition to breakfast in the mornings. I so look forward to enjoying this blueberry jam as the months continue forward. And I hope to soon craft some with the blackberries and maybe even the huckleberries that should be coming into season here soon. It's cleared up so beautifully over the last couple of weeks. Alrighty. All day there has been this massive effort to clean up and get rid of this invasive blackberry that it grows all around where I live. So I'm so sorry for the noise of that. But unfortunately, I just got a phone call that all of my friends and all of the people that I've been spending unbelievable amounts of time with over the last couple of weeks are getting sick. And I am about to leave on a trip in a week and a few days. And I'm worried that I will be next on that list to catch the cold. Unfortunately, when I get sick, I usually get pretty knocked on my butt. And so in order to hopefully prepare just in case, I decided that I needed to get a little bit more filming done than I had originally planned for the day. So it is very much the evening. I'm in my comfy clothes and it is boiling in my apartment. But there's a couple things that I want to get done this evening, starting first with moving my now beautifully clarified lilac wine into its final bottle. It won't be ready to drink for a while. It still needs to set up in there, flavors develop, all of that good stuff. But I've been meaning to move this over for quite some time, and it 100% needs to be done before I go on this trip. So today is the best day to do it. And if I have enough time once that's done, I have a tincture that I have also been meaning to strain. So those are the two things to do. This should all be pretty straightforward. My plan is just to strain it directly into here. And I have this in case the flower petals build up too much in my strainer. So pretty easy, and it is so beautiful. Alrighty, this has turned out so beautiful. It certainly smells like wine. Like I said, it still needs to sit for a little while before the flavor will be fully right. But I'm really pleased with how it turned out, and I am very excited to try it. I am losing daylight, so I think the other projects will have to wait for tomorrow, but I'm really glad to have at least gotten this guy done. pack to leave. We are about to start driving across the country in supposedly 30 minutes. I don't know if that's actually gonna happen. I've been working my butt off all week to get all of my work done, and now in the final 30 minutes, I am trying to get everything together to be able to work. We'll be gone for about 2 weeks, and at least one of those weeks should be a pretty good work week, but I need to get all of my things. I really want to focus on writing my book during this time, and so I'm going to be trekking a lot of reference materials. These are not all of my references that I like to use, but they're the ones that are my favorites, so I'm hoping I can get some good stuff done with that at least. And then the rest we will find out. I was able to get most everything that I wanted to get done in this last week, work-wise done. I luckily did not end up getting sick, thank goodness. But I did want to get this video done and filmed and edited and shared to you by technically tomorrow in my world, but you will probably be getting this a week later than I wanted to get it out to you. But I think that's okay. Everything got really busy. My parents are in town, which is helpful because today my mom drove up to grab the dogs and take them to watch them for while I'm gone, which I really appreciate. Just dropping them off. And while I do miss them very much, I'm grateful that they are being well taken care of. She also took some of my plants that need more watering than the friend that is going to be able to stop by can do. They are very picky in the summer days and need to be watered most days, but that's very understandable. It is very hot here this time of year. But anyways, I don't have a lot of time to talk, so I need to pack up these books, and then for the most part I'm pretty packed. I think, at least I think so. So we'll find out. This is a little ridiculous, I know, but I think this is my best option for carrying them. I've used most of my other bags for other work stuff. Oh boy. Oh well. To the packing pile. I certainly have a lot more things that I need to pack, but for the most part, we're almost there. I'm usually not this much of a procrastinator, but today I am. My partner and I are heading back to the East Coast for an engagement party. It's very exciting. We are gonna drive, which I'm super excited for, but our plan is to kind of gun it there, at least this direction. We're trying to get there by Saturday, or end of the day Saturday, and it is currently Thursday afternoon. We have done it before. We did it in 2 days once, so I do believe in our abilities to do it again, but my goodness, is it quite the trek when you do it that way. I do plan on trying to film as much of it as I can because my goodness, is it one of the most beautiful drives ever. There will be a lot of night driving though, and it's a little hard to see at night, but the stars are out then, so those ones are beautiful when you can see them. I'm excited. I don't know how much filming I'll be able to do when we are actually back home because it will be very busy with family and friends. But if there are any moments, I will try my best to sneak some snippets in. But otherwise, the next video will be a very jam-packed travel vlog, which I think is fun, and I'm excited to share that with you. But for now, this is what we're doing. I do need to check on a few more things, make sure I have everything packed, but otherwise it's just about time. So I think I'll probably close up here, and I'll see you real soon. So.